Let's talk Spurs with pure Coys. Oh yeah. Let's talk Spurs with pure Coys. Oh yeah. Hey, come on in and have your say. Why don't you smash that like along the way? Let's talk Spurs with pure Coys. Yeah. Let's talk Spurs with pure Coys. Let's talk Spurs with pure Coys.
Good evening. How you doing? How you all doing? I hope you're well. Happy Monday night. I was going to go live this morning. Apologies. This show was supposed to be at 8:30. Didn't get to go live. Put it on for tomorrow morning. Then found out about 8 o'clock that I couldn't do it tomorrow morning because I have to go to work early. So set it for 9. Realised and it was on. Set it for 10. Ended up going at 10:15. We're here eventually. Listen, I'll do 45 minutes or so, maybe an hour at a push. And I just want to talk Spurs with you guys, the most important people, of course, always. How are you doing? I hope everyone is well. I hope everyone's had a great start to the week. My start's been pretty decent, to be fair. So I'm happy. And we have a massive, massive game tomorrow against Chelsea. Before we get into that game, gotta say, well done, Arsenal. They've won tonight, of course. They beat Burnley 1-0. Huge controversy again. Another possible red card for Arsenal that wasn't given. Listen, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. But it does feel like most of the big decisions, certainly in the last couple of months, have gone Arsenal's way. Is football corrupt? Who knows? Who knows? Probably not, let's be honest. But I've got something to show you guys in a minute, which I find really interesting and kind of says it all, doesn't it, about football? I will get into it a bit later. But I hope everyone's well on this Monday night. It is a very late one for me. Usually I'm tucked up in bed by now with my hot water bottle and my teddy bear, dreaming about Tottenham staying up, which I think we will now. I think we will. I am confident that we are going to stay up. We only need 1 point from the final 2 games. Just 1 point. Surely, not even Tottenham Hotspur can mess up from here, right? Surely. I mean, we've got 8 points out of the last 4. So surely we should be able to get 1 point out of the next 2. It is what it is. We will see how we do. There's still a lot of pressure, especially going to Stamford Bridge tomorrow. But the way I see it, honestly, why can we not go to Stamford Bridge and win? Everyone's writing us off. Everybody's writing us off. But I don't think there's any reason why we can't go and get a result. We will see, of course. I'm not saying we will get a result, but Chelsea are not the Chelsea of old. And I know they always turn up against Spurs, but they're not the Chelsea of old. And there's no reason. Our away form is decent. There is no reason why we can't go to Stamford Bridge and get what we need, which is a point, right? We only need a point to stay in the Premier League next season, unless by some miracle we lost 6-0 against Everton and West Ham wins 6-0 against Leeds. Then we could be in trouble. But right now, as it stands, 1 point will be enough tomorrow night against Chelsea. So how do we set up? Do we set up differently? Are we going to play for a point? I don't know. We will see. Lots to get into because obviously De Zerbi has done his pre-match presser. We found out about Vicario being fit. We will talk about that. We've heard some news about Maddison. We heard some news about Solanke, still unfit. What a complete waste of a signing he's been. Hopefully we sell him in the summer, regardless of what league we're in. And it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. I want to bring this thing up, first of all, because just want to get it out of the way, really. Arsenal tonight. Congratulations, by the way. Great win. Looks like they're going to win the title. I actually see the title being over by tomorrow night because I think Bournemouth will get something against City. Bournemouth, very good home team. and I think City will struggle there tomorrow night. So I think it could be over by tomorrow anyway. But listen, for me, was it a red card? Quite possibly. It might not have changed the result anyway. You know, Arsenal may have gone on to win the game anyway. They're already a goal up. It might not have mattered. But for me, if the referees are going to be consistent, then it's got to be a red card, right? I don't think it was obvious, but if the referees are going to be consistent, it's got to be a red card. And then I came across this earlier on, which I'm stunned by, to be honest with you. And you guys have probably already seen it. We're going to look at it now. This is what this man said about the Premier League.
Without being disrespectful to any club, we have a strategic plan at the Premier League, and the strategic plan says put a new name on the trophy in every 6-year period. And that is nothing to, that doesn't mean to say we don't want any team to win it. It just means we would rather see some sort of rotation.
Wow. What does that tell you? What does that tell you guys? Because for me, that tells me that football is corrupt as anything. Basically admitting that every 6 years we can't have the same team winning it. So we want another team to win. Listen, I'm not saying it because it's Arsenal. It could be anyone. Could be United, could be Chelsea, could be Tottenham. But it's really a weird thing to say, isn't it? You know, we want to put a new name on a trophy every 6 years. I don't know, guys. It is what it is. It does feel like Arsenal have got a lot of decisions this season. Would they have won the league anyway? Quite possibly. Listen, they've been a fantastic team this season. I hate to say it, but they have. But yeah, interesting words then from Scudamore, I think. So let's see. Let's bring in the chat. It is all about you. I've got some morning hellos to go through. So they're probably not here now. But Pete says, well, he says, good evening. Fair play. Good evening, guys. Hope you're good night. I'm big up to the fantastic people in the chat. Beat this, Stu. Oh, you did that last night, mate, didn't you? I got confused then. Kate said, good morning, Nige. Hope you are well. I hope you're good, Kate. I know you're probably not in now, but big up to you and thanks for coming in this morning. She's saying hello to Stu as well. Let's go down through the chat. Upton Parker came in earlier and said, let's hope you can get this bloody point. You have the financial clout to get going next season and put all of this crap behind you. I hope you get the ownership issue resolved. We are out of this. Big up to you, Upton Parker. I appreciate the message, mate. And listen, fair play. We have, and this is the frustrating thing, right? As a Tottenham fan, we have got the financial clout to get out of this and be a really good team. But we just don't do it for whatever reason. We do not do it. But big up to you, Upton. Listen, it should be over, but you never say never with Tottenham. You know, we will make hard work of this. You can guarantee it. We will make hard work of this. Cookies in. Saying, let's have it. Absolutely. And he says, big up to the Upton Parker. And he says, smash the like button. 50 early doors, people. Let's do this. I will be lucky, mate. I'll be honest. I'll be lucky, but I will take 25 for now. That would be fantastic. Scott M, big up, Scott. Says, nice, big time in us. Pushing the start time back. Well, you know, it's got to be done. It's got to be done, mate. But honestly, I will speak from the heart now. I was going to go at 9 o'clock, but then I saw Ant going. So I thought I'll put it back an hour. Looked again at like 20 to 10, still going. So I thought, okay, I'll go at 15:15. And that's where we are. That is where we are. And I'm not going for too long. Kevin's in. Big up, mate. Said, not possible. A definite red card. Like I say, if you're gonna be consistent, then that had to be a red card tonight. Sadly, it had to be. It wasn't given, and it looks like Arsenal are going to win the title, right? Looks like they're going to win the title, but listen, I don't care. As long as Tottenham stay up, it's all about Spurs staying in the Premier League right now. The rest will happen if it happens. Kev says, hi, Nige. How are you, mate? Great result last night. Away the Geordies. We had to be strong and get that point in the last 2 games. Big up to you, Kev. Absolutely, mate. We do. I'm good. I hope you are too. It is a massive game tomorrow. But listen, we've only got to get 1 point, right? We've only got to get 1 point. And I say only, this is Tottenham, but we should be able to get it. Whether it's not tomorrow night, we should be able to get it against Everton. Everton are probably one of the most out of form teams in the Premier League at the moment. And we've just got to go home, do the job. And if we don't get it done tomorrow, we've got to do it at home in the final game. Let's hope we do. It's going to be weird though, isn't it? If we don't get the result we want tomorrow night and we lose, how do we set up on Sunday? Do we go for the win? Do we sit for the draw? I don't know. It's going to be tense, isn't it? If we don't do it tonight, it is going to be a fucking tense day. Not one that I wanted to be part of ever. But we are. We're going to be sat where most relegated sides are, you know, from one game to the other. If West Ham go in front, suddenly we're in the bottom three. You know, if we go in front, suddenly we're clear. Then West Ham go in front. It could be two in a throw in all afternoon, but we'll see. Hopefully that won't happen because we get the job done tomorrow anyway. But it's going to be tough. Guys in, said, oi, oi, Nige, you're my radio packing done. Fair dues, mate. I'm not going to sing for you. And guys said, I think we should be getting a point in it. Absolutely. I think we should. Chouts are a Panstola in the Coca-Cola. Interesting. Listen, for me, Chelsea are not the side of old. It's going to be a tough game. Of course it is. We're at Stamford Bridge, where we have a terrible, terrible record. But doesn't mean we can't go there and get something. It's time to turn up. It really is. Jimmy's in saying, big up Nigel in the chat. This game has become so corrupt that tonight was a red all day. Someone wants Arsenal to win the league. Listen, I agree, mate. It's weird. Kevin says, so in 2032, we are going to win the league. Listen, I think I'll still be here then, hopefully, touch wood. So I'll take it. I'll take 2032 now, if that's what you're giving me. Absolutely. Also seen this today, which I found incredible. And again, the PGMO, right? The PGMO, that's right. They have been in touch with Nottingham Forest and admitted the Manchester United's second goal during the game yesterday should not have been given. Absolutely unbelievable. Unbelievable. You're saying it again after the event. Just get the decisions right. They're not difficult. For me, these are not hard decisions, right? Tonight, red card, simple, off you go. The weekend, handball, no goal. They're messing up every single week. For me, VAR needs scrapping altogether. It's the worst. It really is the worst, guys. That's my opinion. I'm just not in favour of it at all. Kev says that video says to me that they would that they do want to, and they can rotate the champions. That's a terrible thing to come out with, the dirty bastards. Absolutely, it is. It's basically admitting they don't want the same champions every year, and if they can have it their way, they will make different champions every 5-6 years. That kind of tells me that there's something not right going on. Almost, even if it's not premeditated, it's like subconscious bias. And yeah, it doesn't sit well with me at all. I just think football for me has lost its appeal. It really has. Listen, I still love it, but it's just there's something not quite right with it anymore. Kev says it's actually a sad situation that is either Spurs or West Ham that could get relegated. How the hell has it got to this point? Owners milking their clubs. I agree, mate. We should never be in this position. It's probably not West Ham either, but West Ham have been a bit of a yo-yo side over the years. You know, they've got relegated and come back up quite a few times. So for me, West Ham not as much of a shock, but for Spurs, this is a real lesson. This is a real eye-opener. And let's hope that Tottenham and the board and the owners, whoever's up there in charge, whoever's watching, whoever's seen this shit show of a season, actually get together and say, right, we have to change this because we cannot keep going like this. Because yes, the club might be worth 3-4 billion pounds, but if we're finishing 16th, 17th every season fighting relegation, who's going to want to buy us, really? We need to be at the top. If we're asking that much money, we need to be at the top, playing with the big boys. And for me, this is the wake-up call that maybe changes. Probably not, but maybe. If it doesn't now, If the season we stay up and Enoch still don't change, then absolutely they never will. And they probably won't anyway. But if they don't after this season, they will never, ever change. James is in saying, evening, Nige. Big up, James. Hope you're well. And Carl's in as well, saying, evening, Nige and chat. Good evening, Carl. I hope you're good, buddy. Jimmy says, our referees used to be the best in the world. Now they are the worst. I agree. I absolutely agree. I think the referees are absolutely shocking. Absolutely shocking at the moment. There's no doubt about it. Yeah, terrible, terrible referees and just biased referees as well. So let's go into what De Zerbi said. Obviously, went through, we had the pre-match presser. We talked about fitness, who was fit. We talked about Solanke, and Solanke's going to be missing again. He's another one who's missed a good chunk of the season. Never got injured before he came to Spurs. Yeah, in his first season, within 90 minutes, he was injured. And he's pretty much been in and out since. Never really had a good run in the side. Complete waste of time. Complete waste of a buy. And let's be honest, he's probably not going to play the rest of the season, right? If he's not fit tomorrow, he's probably not going to be fit for Sunday, at least not to start. Pointless. It really is. We then went into Maddison, and De Zerbi pretty much admitted that, Maddison didn't train the first couple of days because he had problems. Understandably, I guess, because it was his first 10, 20 minutes in 10 months. So he was obviously probably going to be a little bit sore, a little bit stiff. So just getting him back into it gently. He said he wouldn't start tomorrow. That was expected. I don't expect to see him starting this season. I think he might come off the bench tomorrow for another 10 minutes. Same again on Sunday. And I'm happy with that. I don't want to rush him back if he's not quite ready. But I saw enough of Maddison last week to suggest that if we stay up, he's going to be a major player for us next season. And then we went into the big one, didn't we? The big one, which was Vicario. Vicario now fit and ready to play tomorrow night. Do we play him? Does he start? For me, absolutely not. Doesn't get anywhere near the side. It has to be, absolutely has to be Kinski in goal. He has to start. Wouldn't be starting Vicario. If Vicario starts for me, it's a sad state of affairs. It really is, because you play the players in form. Kinski is in form. Not saying he's the answer long term. I'm not saying he should be our number one keeper going forward, but he has done really well since he come back from the horror show in Madrid. He's come in when he wasn't expected to. I think a lot of us fans thought he would never play for Spurs again. I think he probably thought he'd never play for Spurs again. But with Vicario's injury, Kinski come in, and I think he's been really good. Really good. I'm not going to go over the top and say he's been magnificent. He's been world class, but he's been really good, really solid, and pulled off some top saves that I think have won us points. He's certainly got us 2 points against Wolves with that save at the end. And I think he saved us a point against Leeds, because on another day, Leeds would have won that game. So for me, Kinski has to start. Guys, drop a comment in. And this came up, and Brian Daigle put it on his Twitter. So big up to Brian. And he said I could use this. And it's Kinski. And I believe everything he said. Self-belief, tick. Confidence, tick. Mental strength, tick. Composure, tick. And focus, tick. Kinski, I salute you. And I absolutely agree. I've got so much love for this guy because, like I say, and I was one that when he went off against Madrid, after 20 minutes, I'm like, this guy will never play for Spurs again. That was a horror show. But he has come back and he has been absolutely fantastic for Spurs. And I think he has the mentality to be a top keeper. I really do. Now, like I say, I'm not saying he should be Tottenham's number one. I'm not saying he's our keeper for the next 20 years. But what I am saying is I'm more than happy to keep Kinski. More than happy. And we have massive problems all over the pitch. For me, I'd be quite happy if Kinski was our number one next season. Like I say, I'm not saying he's the answer, but I'd be happy if he is our number one next season. Going forward, we have other areas that need addressing first. And Kinski, for me, is the least of our problems right now. Vicario leaving, I would be looking to maybe bring another keeper in. but not necessarily to replace Kinski, maybe to go underneath him. But guys, let me know what you think. Kinski tomorrow night and Kinski going forward. What do you think? Would you keep him? Would you sell him? Would you have him as a number one next season? Is goalkeeper an area we really need to address, or is it maybe one we can wait for another season? Maybe. Guys, drop a comment in. Let me know. Yeah, so for me, Kinski has to start. For me, Kinski has to start tomorrow. This also come up on my news feed. I saw this, thought, why not show it? It's a nice bit of kit. So our away kit has been leaked. I don't know whether it's our away kit or our third kit. And I've seen it doing the rounds, but I've actually seen it on some players now, and I like it. I like it, guys. Let me know what you think. This is it. Our new away kit for next season. Bergval modeling it now. I quite like it. It's decent. Always think Spurs always do decent away kits, right? We always do a nice away kit. Never do a particularly nice home kit. The home kits are always quite dull and boring. But listen, it is what it is. The away kits are always nice, and this is a nice one. I like it. I must admit, I do like it. Let's go back to the chat. James is saying lose tomorrow, and we are in a lottery on our last game. Dangerous. Home record is diabolical. Must make something tomorrow evening. It's a concern, mate, isn't it? It's a concern. Our home form, I think, is the worst home form ever. What, 3 home wins all season? I think is pretty shocking. Is it 3 home wins? I don't think it is. It's 2 home wins, isn't it? 2 home wins all season. Not nearly good enough in the Premier League. It's been an absolute shocker. And if it wasn't for our away form, we would have been down a long time ago, an absolutely long time ago. But I agree. Ideally, we need to get something tomorrow. What I will say is, regardless of our home form, our record at White Hart Lane against Everton is pretty decent. So I'm confident we won't lose. I am confident we won't lose. Not so confident we're going to win. But we do only need a point. I'd rather get it tomorrow, though, and not wait till the last game, because that will be a nervy last game if we're drawing going into injury time. It won't be good at all. Carl says, if you could be a mascot versus Everton, which player would you like to walk out with? Oh, interesting. Wow, I don't know. For me, I would have to say, you know what? I'm going to go for Polinia because I absolutely love the guy. I think he's been brilliant for us this season. So for me, Polinia, let me know, Carl. Who would be you? Who would be your person you'd walk out with? Yeah, for me, Polinia. Like I say, love him. There is news coming out today that Polinia is set to join Sporting. Apparently, Spurs do have a buy clause, but Polinia would prefer a move back to Portugal. That's the news coming out. It is rumours, of course. It may all be absolute rubbish, but we will see. It'd be a pity if he does go, but again, we will see. Jimmy says, if we stay up, we need 3 quality forwards, nothing less. We got can go for me. Yeah, listen, I agree. We need to replace that entire front line. It's the worst front line I've ever seen in Tottenham's history. In my Tottenham supporting history, it's the worst front line I've ever seen. Richarlison, shocking. Terrible decision making. And Moani has never really wanted to be it. Frustration for me with Moani is he's got all the talent in the world, but just doesn't use it. So really disappointing. Guy says, what the F? Bergval knows Kung Fu. Yeah, he's hard as nails, mate. Absolutely hard as nails. Carl says, we need another goalkeeper if Vicario leaves. Kinky and Austin ain't strong enough for the league campaign and 2 cups. No, you're probably right. We probably do need another keeper. And it's a question of what we do. Do we bring in another number 1? Or do we trust Kinski to be our number 1? I'm not sure. Listen, I'm not sure. I've been impressed with Kinski. I think we have other areas that really need addressing, but we will see. Also reading today that Morgan Gibbs-White is still open to a Tottenham move if Spurs stay up. We will see. Carl said, I'd walk out with Kinski or Danzo. Good choices. Danzo, yeah. Absolute beast of a man, isn't he? And James says, Polinia, player of the season. What a professional and attitude for Aloni is first class. I agree. I think he's hands down been our player of the season so far. I think he's been absolutely brilliant for Spurs. Absolutely brilliant. The one player I think out of the whole squad who can hold his head up high and said, I've done my bit this season. The rest, nah. But Polinia has been absolutely brilliant. And yeah, listen, for a loanee, like other loanees that we have, not really interested, Polinia always puts in 100%. And fair play to him. Guy says, I'd walk out with Archie Gray, constantly calling him shit. I think he'd kick the crap out of you, mate, if he did that. But listen, hey, maybe not. Who knows? But yeah, listen, we will see what Gray does next season. It'll be interesting to see what kind of lineup we have, especially if we're in the Premier League still. Will Gray get more starts? Is he going to be shipped out, maybe put on loan somewhere? I don't know. De Zerbi certainly doesn't seem to fancy him, does he? And maybe just because he's young, maybe just because you don't think he's good enough. We will see in the summer. It's going to be interesting to see what Tottenham do. It's going to be interesting to see what Tottenham do with Vuskovic as well. He's due to come back from his loan. I know he still wants to go out for another loan, but needs must. And this kid is fantastic. So I'd be getting him back. But we will see what happens. Jimmy says Chelsea last 7 Premier League games, 1 draw, 6 losses. Yeah, they are on terrible form. There's no doubt we're the informed side between Chelsea and Spurs at the moment. That usually doesn't matter, does it? Because Chelsea turn up anyway. But Chelsea are there for the taking tomorrow. We are never going to have a better chance. Never going to have a better chance at beating Chelsea than we have tomorrow, in my opinion. You know, we're on good form, decent form compared to what we have been on. We're on a lot better form than Chelsea. They have been shocking. They're struggling to score goals. Probably means that we'll just let them bag 2 or 3 tomorrow. But they are struggling to score goals. So I think it's going to be a really tight game tomorrow. I can see it going either. It's going to be 1 goal either way. I think somebody wins it 1-0, or it will be 0-0. I will take a 0-0 all day long. All day long. An absolute shit show of a game. Terrible game to watch. I will take that all day long. Guy says, you think Archie Gray can take me? Laugh out loud. Sure, he's an inch taller, but 2 kilograms lighter. Is he? Oof. Well, maybe I'm wrong, mate. Maybe you can take him. We will see. Guy says, not Lido, it would be a good fight. It probably would. Yeah, it probably would. But we will see. So, guys, yeah, listen, it is what it is. Massive game tomorrow. We need to somehow get this win, don't we? This was what was said about Maddison as well. Spurs boss Roberto De Zerbi on James Maddison playing against Chelsea. At the beginning of this week, he didn't work for a small problem. What problem was that? But yesterday and today, James worked very well. He's a different player, a special player. Now he is not ready to play 90 minutes. I want to speak to him tomorrow morning and make the best decision I can. Well, we will see. We will see. He's probably not going to start, is he? But I would expect him to come off the bench. And the big breaking news this evening, this afternoon, whenever it's come out, is, of course, Pep Guardiola. Nothing to do with Spurs at all. But it says Pep will step down as Manchester City manager following Sunday's final Premier League fixture against Aston Villa. City have already started informing sponsors that an official announcement is expected soon, while news on Guardiola's departure has become an open secret amongst people close to the manager. So interesting news. It looks like Guardiola is leaving Manchester City. Is this it? Is this it for Manchester City? Is their run? Is their cycle done? Or are they going to bring in another manager who does exactly the same? I think it's going to be hard to replace Guardiola. It doesn't matter how much money you have. You've got to have the right man in charge to be able to put that together and put a team together. I think Man City might struggle next season. We will see, of course. I might be totally wrong. They might walk away with it. But it's massive news, right? It's massive news. They are not going to have Guardiola next season. Man City going to be Guardiola-less. How are they going to do? We will see. Is massive news, though. Massive news come out. James says, "Can you see a result tomorrow night? Tomorrow night, Nigel? I can, mate. I can. Listen. Do I think we win? Probably not. I think it's a tough ask to go to Chelsea and win. But there's no reason why we can't go there and get a point. Absolutely none whatsoever. The last 10 times we've gone to Stamford Bridge in the Premier League, we have drawn 3 of them. We've won 1, lost 6, drawn 3. So there's no reason why we can't go there and get a point. Absolutely none whatsoever, especially with this Chelsea side, who are really, really low on confidence. I know they have a new manager, but he's not come into the summer. So we will see. We will see what happens. I think we can get a result. But whether we will is another question. Cookie saying, thoughts on Jose to Madrid? Yeah, I've just seen this as well. Stunning news. Stunning news. Jose going back to Madrid for his second spell. Listen, I'm confident Madrid will start winning things again. They've gone off the boil a little bit, haven't they, the last couple of years? I'm probably saying that and someone will say, well, they won the league last year. But listen, Barcelona are the team to beat at the moment in Spain. And, Madrid haven't really been at it this season. So, yeah, good choice for Madrid, because Jose's a winner and he will get them playing again. We will see. Different team, of course, to what he had last time. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see what he does with Madrid. Carl says Pep's getting out before the 115 charges come in. Yeah. Don't blame him, mate. Don't blame him. He probably knows what's coming. Guy says Jose in Madrid is going to be jokes. And then he said Carl is a bit of a coinkydink in it. Get the noggin jogging for sure. Carl says Guy 100%. And then Guy says Real Madrid didn't win the league last year, mate. It was Barca. Yeah, listen, I kind of follow Spanish football, but if you had asked me who's won the league in the Spanish league last 5 years, wouldn't have a clue. I'd guess at Barcelona quite a lot, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I've not got Sky anymore. That's why. That's my excuse. But of course, they don't show Spanish football on Sky either, do they now? They did for a while, did for quite a while. And is it now on BT or is it on Amazon? I don't know. It's on another channel, I'm pretty sure. But it is what it is. Listen, massive game tomorrow for Tottenham. Let's hope we can get over the line. Guys, I'm going to call it a night because it is very quiet. But thank you guys for coming in. Appreciate you. I really do. Have a great Tuesday. Andrew's in saying evening, nice. Do you think the PGMOL corrupt or just plain incompetent? I think they're corrupt as hell, mate. I really do. I think there's massive issues at the PGMOL. And this is, like I say, it's not an Arsenal thing. Arsenal won the league fair and square. They've been the best side. But 100%, just something's not right. Something doesn't add up. And listen, I don't think Spurs go down. I've got to be honest with you. I don't think the Premier League can afford Tottenham to go down. I think it would be a massive blow to the Premier League if Spurs go down. And I know we've not had a lot of decisions, but I guarantee you over the next 2 games, and I'm going to chuck this out there now, I guarantee you we get a decision go our way, and quite a big one goes our way to keep us up. I don't think we're going down because I don't think they can afford to let us go down. But it is what it is. Listen, we've been shit. We probably deserve to go down. And do I think the PGMOL are corrupt? Yes. I'll probably get shot now for that. But hey, it is what it is. Guys, much love. Have a fantastic rest of the evening, whatever you're doing. I'm going to bed. Have a fantastic Tuesday. And as always, like and subscribe on your way out if you haven't. As always, come on, you Spurs.